In this task, I'll combine both habitat layers using the Union and Dissolve tools. Union creates a new GIS layer that combines all the geometries of both input layers. So the output will contain all the polygons from both layers, unlike Intersect that we used in the last task, which just identified the overlap between the two datasets. Dissolve merges all the coincident polygons of a GIS dataset together into one. I'll start out with the Union tool to combine the geometries of both habitat layers. So I'll go to the Vector menu, Geoprocessing Tools, Union. The input vector layer is going to be the Sierra Spotted Owl, and the Union layer will be the Sierra Willow Flycatcher. I'll hit the Browse button to save my output shapefile, and I'll call this Combined Habitat. I'll check Add Result to Canvas and click OK to run the tool, and close to finish. If I zoom in a little closer so we can see the result, you'll see that the combined habitat indeed covers all of those input polygons from both data sets. In addition, all the polygons retain their original attributes. Overlapping areas would receive the attributes from the Union layer, which was the Southwest Willow Flycatcher. Next, I'll dissolve all the polygons from the combined habitat layer into one contiguous polygon layer representing areas of habitat for both species. To find this tool, again, I go to the Vector menu, to Geoprocessing Tools, Dissolve. The input layer will be combined habitat. And when doing a dissolve, I can set the dissolve field to a specific field. For example, if I had a layer of counties for the lower 48 states, and there was an attribute column in there for the state abbreviation, I could do a dissolve on that counties layer using the dissolve field as the state abbreviation, and it would end up outputting a state boundaries layer. It would dissolve those counties by that state attribute into a state layer. Here I'm not going to choose a field. I'm going to choose dissolve all. This will cause any two polygons that are coincident or neighboring one another to dissolve into one. I'll click the Browse button to save the output shapefile, calling this combined habitat dissolved. Click Add Result to Canvas and click OK. This one takes a little time to process because it has to run through all the polygons in the data set, look at the geometry, and decide where they need to be merged into one. Okay, it's done. I'll click Close. And you can see that, especially in this region, how the dissolve has taken all of those coincident polygons and merged them into one. In the final task, I'll use the Join Attributes by Location operation to determine which ranger district each habitat area is situated in.